Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. You guys, we're going to talk about the Joe Budden Podcast. And I don't know how much longer I will be talking about the podcast. All of my reality shows are coming back. And as much as I don't like them a whole lot anymore, I'm going to go back to reviewing them because this shit ain't working. And I am getting slightly, well, a whole lot bored of the pod. Let's talk about it. All right, you guys, the pod. What are they doing to what used to be my favorite pod? It's going downhill, guys, and it's not because Mel left. I'm so happy she's gone. I just wish Mona was there every day. Then there would be a little comedy. There would be a little something extra. These guys, let's talk about today's Patreon. I'm gonna have to go back down to the $10 tier, you guys. I'm not gonna pay $25 to hear about Emanny's fucking love life every week. I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't care enough about Emanny's life to want to pay for it. It's just not interesting. And the things that they're talking about is just like regurgitated, and it's the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm just bored of it. Like, I am really bored of a lot of this. Um, my fave, Mark, is starting to work my nerves a little bit. A lot of it, actually. The screaming, the attitude. Like this last one he was on when he got into it with Flip, it's just like he did seem like he needed a nap. It was funny because Imani kept saying, Mark, you need a nap, you need a nap. And he was talking about because he's up all day or whatever, but his behavior was like a 2-year old that was super tired and kind of needed a nap. Like, he really snapped that Flip, and I didn't think it was necessary. Like, but I feel like Joe sets the stage for that because Joe is very disrespectful to Flip, and he makes it known that he does not want Flip there really, and Flip is useless. And unfortunately, as much as I like Flip, he is being useless. Like, he really is. Something definitely shifted with him. Now, all the channels that I watched said it, and I agree. Something definitely shifted with him after Mel left. He doesn't have the that he normally has. Like, he's still very loud. He's just not making a lot of sense these days at all. But all that to say, I don't think it's fair for Mark to really come at him the way that he does, very disrespectfully. And you could tell that he has absolutely zero respect for Flip, even with him saying, "Oh, you gonna fry me up?" It's just like he thinks he's a buffoon, for real. And he comes off like that. And I just think that's not nice. It's okay for you to feel it, but you don't have to treat people like that. But again, Joe sets the stage for it, so I feel like he okays it for Mark to kind of do that because Mark is doing whatever the hell he wants to do up there. He just really is. He comes and goes as he pleases. He comes in late. He leaves early. Listen, Mark is running things apparently. But to me, I mean, I like him when Mark is there. He's carrying it a lot in terms of trying to do all the transitions and everything. And I don't know. I just feel like Mark is being a little different right now, and I need for him to loosen back up. It seems like he's really, really trying to, I won't say take over, but I don't know. I just need for him to loosen back up. And then the getting up and walking off, they all do it. Mark does it. He'll like laugh at something and he'll just walk off. I just think it's unprofessional for them to keep getting up in the middle of the pod and walking off. I don't care if they have to use the restroom. I don't care if they have to go eat. I don't care. And then, like Mona said, they don't get to eat or anything up there. And I don't think that's cool either. If they have to work all day, give them a freaking lunch break where you break the cameras for real. Like, just take a break, shut them down, take an hour or whatever, eat, use the restroom, come back, put your phones away. And today on the Patreon, Joe said he's going to take the phones away, or he's going to be like, no phones on the floor. And that is something that he should have been done. I mean, The phones are ridiculous up there. The work environment itself is so laxed and ridiculous that it's crazy. It really is crazy. But yeah, this whole thing with Mel, you guys, apparently she is off the intro. Yay! I think she's finally gone for real, for real, for real. And I never trusted Joe with the whole, oh, she's coming back. I never trusted him that she was coming back. And she might, I don't know, but I don't think so. And she's off the intro. But I do feel like it's rude and very wrong for Joe to not say anything regarding what happened to her. It's like, it's a little disrespectful to us as, people that pay to see, this pod, and we've been following this pod and rocking with you, and you change out these people or whatever, but as they come and go, you don't say anything. And I guess you feel like you don't owe it to anybody, but I feel like you do. You do. You owe some sort of explanation, or even if you don't explain and say, listen, we have a lawsuit going on, or she felt like she was, but you don't have to get into it, but you can say she's gone. You know what I mean? Like, she's no longer going to be on the pod. Just be honest with people as opposed to having people guess. But this is also good for him because then you have all of these reaction videos saying, where's Mel? Where's Mel? I don't give a shit where Mel is. And I saw an interview that Mel did. She did a little red carpet interview where she popped out somewhere. So she's fine. The whole hospital picture, yeah, Mel's fine, which is what we kind of knew. We did. But she was sounding like she was sending shots, like you have to be in an environment that is for you and that you are welcomed in and this and that. Yeah. And you know what? I wasn't even mad at the shots because no, she wasn't welcome there, you guys. She just wasn't. I ain't want her there. They didn't want her there either. Like, they really didn't. They treated her like trash. So, good riddance. Glad she's gone. Glad for her own sanity. Glad for me. I'm glad for me. I really am. But, the pod itself is suffering to me. And again, it's not because of Mel. It's just because it's dry. It's dry as shit, you guys. What are they talking about? I don't like the fact that Joe don't want to really talk about any of the celebrities because he has all of these different relationships with people. This whole Nicki and Cardi thing he don't really want to touch on. He don't really want to touch on Diddy. Pause. No pause. I'm just kidding. We're not saying pause, but yeah, he went from, when Diddy first got locked up saying Diddy was, whatever he did, he's just wrong and he's a terrible person, terrible human being, to now it's, well, he could really feel better now and he can, maybe he rehabilitated. Like, he's such a hypocrite. He goes back and forth so much. It's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. But I don't know. I just feel like the pod is struggling. I am struggling with the pod, and I really am gonna go down to the back down to the $10 tier. I'm not gonna pay to listen to Emanny. I'm just not gonna do it, or even all of their, issues or stuff about relationships that I just don't care about. I just don't care about. And then Parks is talking a lot now, and I just want him to shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Like, I don't care what Parks has to say about anything. Not anything. So there's that. It's just a lot going on with the pod that I don't agree with. One thing I do agree with, though, Mona. Y'all, she's funny to me. I'm sorry, Mona's funny. And I don't know how long she's going to be here. I just watched The Stop, and he was saying that she did an interview where she was saying that she had a small contract or whatever. And he was alluding to the fact that maybe she didn't get a lot of money. I don't think that's what she meant. I think she meant that it's not for a long time. Maybe it's like a trial offer type contract. So if it is, I think she's doing well. Hopefully she stays with it. And, people don't turn, the people, the JBP crew, the people, the community, we kind of turn on people, and I'm going to include myself in there. We like people for a little bit, but then we get tired of them. We get a little tired of them. The more they speak and the more you just hear the bull or get a feel for their personality, we just be like, okay, enough of you. Because I do still like Mark. I do. But he's doing some stuff, y'all. It's driving me crazy. The going to sleep and looking all sleepy. And I don't know. I just want him and yelling. The yelling. It's like, dude, we have earphones in. Some of us are wearing earphones. What's happening here? I just need for the pod to get better. I just do. I don't know what will make it better. Maybe have Mona on more than once. Is she once a week? Once a month? I don't know, but she needs to be on more than that one time. And Flip needs to get it together, or else he's out the door. However, if Flip is out the door, there'll be absolutely no kind of energy up there, even though he's really not giving energy. So I'm all over the place with what's going on here, just like the pod. So that's it. And that's why I don't think I'm really going to be doing anything talking about the pod a whole heck of a lot anymore. I don't know. It's nothing going on. But if it is, I will be back. If you are still here, you are the real MVP. So like the video, subscribe. It is absolutely free of charge, and we would love to have you be part of the beautiful people family. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Smooches.